Still good stories, aren't they, after all this time? Anyway, talking about law and dealing with it, tomorrow night George Siegel is Murphy, the offbeat lawyer, who this week ends up taking on 2 cases so that he can get visitation rights to see his daughter after being divorced. Sounds like a very complicated plot to me, and I know how difficult 2 cases can be. I mean, what with check-in, customs, trolleys, smuggling at the airport. Anyway, Murphy's Law is tomorrow at 12:35. And talking of law, Harry McGraw this week gets involved with money and murder. Isn't that amazing, actually, how money and murder always go together? I mean, I'd love to murder someone from the Inland Revenue. No, I'm kidding if you work for that organisation. The law and Harry McGraw after Sports World Extra.
What can fill the Watford gap? What bites off a crocodile snap? What makes Venus shut her trap?
Boost, a boost, a Cadbury's boost.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, drinking her curds from a glass. It wasn't the spider that gave her a fright, but nettle stings right on her... Ooh.
McLean's active mouthguard reinforces brushing, killing the bacteria that can cause plaque and bad breath.
Leg below the knee.
McLean's active mouthguard cleans the foulest of mouths.
My floor!
What's my floor?
Put my floor out!
Dog's got muddy floor.
Come on, I'll do it in no time.
Not with that. You need Flash.
Okay, race you.
No contest. Watch, Flash will shift this greasy mess.
That's not fair.
If you want to finish faster, you can use Flash next time.
What next time?
Flash cleans greasy grime in half the time.
Dad.
You're watching Anglia Through the Night. Now we cross to ITN for the news headlines.
Mrs. Winnie Mandela has been found guilty of kidnapping and of being an accessory to assaults on 4 young anti-apartheid activists at her home in Soweto in December 3 years ago. Mrs. Mandela's husband, the Deputy President of the African National Congress, has supported her throughout the trial. Mr. Nelson Mandela sat impassively in court as the judge called her an unblushing and unprincipled liar. The judge accepted Mrs. Mandela's alibi that she could not have carried out the assaults at her home on 4 young activists herself. One of them, Stompie Maketsi, was murdered. The guilty verdict is damaging to Mr. Mandela, who's trying to control the anger of the ANC over township violence. Mrs. Mandela is to be sentenced tomorrow. A British Marines patrol in northern Iraq has been fired upon. None of the men from 45 Commando was injured. 2 Iraqi soldiers are believed to have been wounded when the Marines returned fire. Iraq tonight denied its troops had been involved. The area near Ahmadiyya was sealed off after the incident. Military sources say the situation there is tense but stable. President Bush has promised to destroy all America's chemical weapons and forbid their use for any reason. The new initiative was designed to give impetus to long-running talks on a chemical weapons convention, which resume in Geneva tomorrow. We'll have more news later.
Now, the second semi-final in the London Masters snooker tournament with Steve Davis playing John Parrott for Pieces of 8 in Sports World Extra.
It's Division 2 for Sunderland. Their Trojan efforts failed to stave off relegation. Barcelona hammered by the bottom club, but they still win the Spanish league. And Liverpool's new world champion in action at the Café Royal. His opponent, Steve Davis, for a place in the final of the London Masters. Hello, welcome to the programme. Football and snooker on offer tonight.